ChatGPT has completely changed the way I make my videos. It's made the whole process faster and easier. In this video, I want to show you 20 ways that you can use ChatGPT to help speed up your entire video making process. The first thing you need to do is get access to ChatGPT. The easiest way to do that is just go to chatgpt.com and you can use it right from your browser. You can also go to openai.com and you can download a desktop version to either your Mac or a PC. Either way, you can either use the free version, which is what I suggest you do starting off, or if you want access to more queries per day, you can sign up for the paid version. I've got the desktop version, and the first thing I'm going to do before I get started is I'm going to kind of reset things. What you can see here, you can see all my previous chats here. So the cool thing about ChatGPT is once you get using it, it will remember all of your previous questions. It will start learning you and the questions that you've asked. It'll remember things. So for example, you may say your favorite color is red. You might type that into ChatGPT and then go on and ask, interact with it a few more times. Days later, if you come back to it and ask it, what is your favorite color? It's going to remember that you said red. Okay, it's going to bring that back to you. So that's kind of cool. But for this video, I want to clear that. I want to start with a fresh, it already has memories of the things I've asked it, so I don't want that to influence this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to File, and I'm going to go New Temporary Chat. If I just went with New Chat, well, we can do that first. If I just go New Chat, it's still going to remember all the previous chats that I've had down here in the left column, okay? But I don't even want that. I'm going to go File, New Temporary Chat. That is basically going to forget everything I've ever asked it before, and it's going to start anew. It will remember things that I ask it or tell it in this conversation, however long this ends up being. So the first one to do with planning is identifying your niche. Lots of people get stuck on this very first and critical step. Identifying your niche is one of the things you need to do before you start a channel. And if you don't know what your niche is going to be, I have created a video that will help you walk through that and discover what niche you could be targeting. But why don't we use ChatGPT for it? So we can say something like, I want to start a new YouTube channel. I am an introvert and I'm over 40 and somewhat technically challenged. I need help finding a niche. I'm interested in learning tech, cameras, and lighting, but don't know what I need to know. Any ideas? Of course, they have a ton of ideas. Potential niches for you, tech for beginners over 40, why, what to cover, so on. Camera, lighting, basics for everyday use, introvert's guide to starting in YouTube, all kinds of different ideas, almost overwhelming, okay? You can ask follow-up questions too. Like for example, let's say I'm a little bit overwhelmed by all of that. That's a lot of info. Can you summarize? And it'll summarize things for you and give you a much shorter list. It's still a relatively long list, but suggested niches, it's got 5 key strategies. There are some 4 strategies there. Action steps. Would you like help picking one niche or planning your first video? So that's the first thing that you can use ChatGPT for. So if I go through these, let's pick one. Let's say tech for beginners over 40. Let's say that's the niche that we want to target. So the next idea, the next thing that ChatGPT can help you with is brainstorm video ideas. So let's just say, I like tech for beginners over 40. Can you give me 10 potential video ideas? So you can use ChatGPT to help you brainstorm ideas. Okay, so again, it may give you more information than you need, but more is better than not enough if you've got the time. And you can always tell it to give you fewer suggestions if you'd rather. So video ideas, I asked for 10, maybe you only asked for 5, that would be fine. How to use your smartphone like a pro. 5 easy steps to set up a smart home. What is cloud storage and how to use it, so on and so on. So you may not know any of these, but what you can do is use ChatGPT to help you learn about them. So the third one I've got is content research. So let's say we want to, the first one, how to use your smartphone like a pro. So what we can do is, actually, you don't even have to retype that. You can say, I like your first idea. I like the first idea. Can you give me 5 bullet points to cover in using a smartphone like a pro? And it'll answer you. Here are 5 key bullet points to cover. Number 1, mastering basic settings for efficiency. And it gives you some examples. Taking better photos and videos, gives you some examples. Organizing your apps and files. Using voice assistants and shortcuts. Essential security and privacy tips. So content research. You can basically ask it anything. Like another thing, just something off the top of my mind, there's a microphone that I like to use, the DJI mic. And people often ask me, do you use the original one or the DJI mic 2? Or there's also a new DJI mic mini. Well, if you want to know what the differences are, you just ask ChatGPT. What are the differences between the DJI mic 2 and DJI mic mini? And just ask them and ask ChatGPT and see what it says. It says DJI offers a range of wireless microphone systems. Number 1, design and portability, and it talks about design and portability for all 3, the mic mini, the mic 2, and the original mic. The audio recording features, battery life, connectivity, price, and target audience. Again, maybe this is more information than you need. Look, there's also a video here that is recommending on YouTube that you can go watch. But let's say you're just interested in the price differences. Or maybe not just the price, but just a summary of the main differences. Please give me a summary. You don't have to say please, but it's just a habit. Of the main differences and pricing. So you notice I did not have to mention DJI and the mic again because it remembers that that's what we're talking about. And then here we go, the main differences, the size and portability, the audio features. So pretty much the same information that it gave up above, the battery life, display and monitoring, price and target audience, pricing as of now, and recommendations as to which one you might want to choose. Audience analysis. So you can use ChatGPT to analyze your audience and what they might be interested in. For my over 40 audience, what might be their main pain points? So for an over 40 audience exploring technology, their main pain points typically revolve around usability, learning curves, and addressing their specific needs. Here's a breakdown. Overwhelmed by rapidly changing technology, fear of breaking or misusing technology. This should generate some ideas as to what you can make your videos about, because you typically want to make videos that help people. Those types of videos or those types of channels that make videos like that are the types of channels that tend to grow faster. So if you can help people with their pain points, that's huge. So this is a way you can research what they might be. Intimidated by technical jargon. Okay, you can make a video explaining the different jargon in the technology world. Difficulty adapting to new interfaces, lack of confidence. That could be a video right there. How to gain confidence when using technology. Okay, concerns about privacy and security and so on. All kinds of different things. You can also use ChatGPT to help you create a calendar, a content calendar. So let's type in, please create a content calendar of video ideas for the next 8 weeks. I plan to make 1 video per week. Here we go. Here's an 8-week content calendar tailored for your Tech for Beginners Over 40 YouTube channel. Week 1, master your smartphone. 5 easy tips for beginners. Week 2, how to improve video calls, lighting, audio, and setup, and so on. So this will get you started. I wouldn't suggest using this to create like a very long calendar, because you really want to be listening to your audience and their comments in order to help you decide what videos to make next. So you can start with a content calendar, but know that it'll likely change in time based on what your audience is asking you for, okay? You should always, in your videos, ask your audience what else they'd like to see from you. What other problems are you having? What do you need help with? Things like that. And encourage them to leave comments in the comment section below. You can use it to draft a video script, okay? So if you're gonna be somebody who's gonna use a teleprompter, for instance, and you want a script written out so that you can read from a teleprompter. Not something I typically recommend, because I think it's a good practice to get in the habit of just talking off the cuff, like know what you want to talk about and then do your best to talk to the camera like it's your friend. But for those who do want to use a teleprompter and are more comfortable with a completely written script, you can use ChatGPT to help you write that script. So let's go back to the last question we asked, where it gave us the calendar. Week 1, master your smartphone, 5 easy tips for beginners. Okay, so let's say we want a script for that. We can, we don't have to only rely on ChatGPT. We should be entering our own information as well. So let's say in this case, I want to make a video on mastering the smartphone, specifically the iPhone. Please help me write a script for a 10-minute video. The tone should be friendly and informative. And there it goes. Opening scene, you sitting at a desk with your phone, smiling at the camera. Now, you may or may not want it to get that detailed with exactly what's going to be in the video. Maybe you just want a script. Maybe you want to make a video that is comprised mostly of B-roll, and your face isn't even in the video. Or maybe you do want your face in the video and just add B-roll here and there, or whatever. Either way, you can get ChatGPT to write you a script, and you can make changes to it. I wouldn't necessarily take a script directly from ChatGPT. I might copy it and paste it and then go through it and make changes. Or you can ask ChatGPT to make changes if you want. But yeah, it says, so opening line, approximately 30 seconds. Tip 1, organize your home screen. So go through the main points. Tip 2, adjust settings for battery life. Take better photos. Tip 3, use Siri for everyday tasks. Keep your iPhone secure, and so on. Maybe there's something else you want to add. So there's something in here about taking photos. Maybe you want to add a how to take better videos section, okay? Or maybe there's a section here you don't want to include. Just use ChatGPT as a guide to help you get started. It's a great jumping off point. Use ChatGPT to make bullet points. So in my case, I don't read from a script, from a teleprompter. I like to have bullet points that I will usually tape to my tripod just below my camera. So what I may do is write a prompt like this. I'm going to deliver my video by just talking to the camera and doing the best I can. I would like to have bullet points to help me from getting lost. That's probably all I have to type. Let's just see what we get. Here's a bullet point version of the script to guide you while you're delivering your video directly to the camera. Introduction, greet your audience warmly, explain the topic, 5 easy, okay. So tip 1, tip 2, tip 3 is still typing. This is too much for me. I don't want my bullet points to be that long because I'll end up reading it. So quite honestly, the headlines that they've got here is probably what I would use for my bullet points. So what I can do then is I could just say, I want my bullet points to be maximum 6 points. Can you summarize for me? Here's your summarized version with 6 key bullet points and 2 points under each. So really, in my mind, that's 12. But It's a lot shorter. Again, I don't necessarily use ChatGPT for this, but if it's something that helps you, this hopefully will give you some ideas to how you can use it for it. Next up is opening hook. So if you have trouble getting people to stay and watch the beginning of your video, or you want a clever way to hook them in and have them stick around longer and watch till the end, use ChatGPT to get yourself a nice hook. So just say, I have trouble retaining viewers beyond 20 seconds. Please write a concise intro designed to hook people in and have them want to watch until the end. I forgot to ask it to write me a hook, but I think it'll probably know that that's what I want, and it did. Here's a concise, engaging intro designed to hook your viewers. Opening scene, smile warmly at the camera holding your iPhone. Did you know your iPhone can do way more than you think? Today I'm sharing 5 simple tips that will make your iPhone easier to use, save you time, and even improve your photos. These are beginner friendly and perfect if you've ever felt overwhelmed by technology. Stick around and I promise by the end you'll feel like an iPhone Pro. Great. You could then modify that a little bit if you want. If that's the way you want it, then maybe you could put that in a teleprompter. I do that sometimes. I'll use a teleprompter for the intro of a video sometimes, and especially if I want to make sure I say everything exactly the way I want to say it, that's what I would do. But let's say I want it to be shorter. Can you make this half as long? Sure, here's a shorter version. Your iPhone can do so much more. Today, I'll show you 5 easy tips to save time, take better photos, and make your phone work for you. Stick around, you'll feel like a pro in minutes. Boom, that's like, what was that, 5 seconds? So that's great. Then you get into your video. If you want people to do something as a result of your video, like let's say there's something you want them to click to go to a website, or there's a free something you want them to download, you want to put a call to action in your video somewhere, or a CTA. You can use ChatGPT to help you with that. You could say, give me 5 options for a CTA I can include in my video to get people to download my free checklist, for example. And here we go. Here are 5 call to action options you can include in your video. Option 1 is direct and simple. Want to remember these tips? Download my free iPhone Mastery Checklist. It's a quick guide with all the steps we covered today. The link is in the description. Then there's another option, highlight the value. Option 3, create urgency. Option 4, personal and relatable. Tease the extra value. Option 5, loved these tips? There's more waiting for you in my free iPhone Mastery Checklist. It's got bonus tips and a step-by-step guide. Click the link in the description to download it now. Next one is keyword research, and this is all around optimization. So you can say, generate a list of keywords relevant to this topic. So this might be for targeting these specific keywords in your script or in your title, ones that you might want to include in your description, in your tags. So here we go. Primary keywords, iPhone tips, iPhone tricks, beginner iPhone tips, and so on. Secondary keywords, iPhone organization tips, iPhone camera tips, so on. So it's a great tool for that. This is one that I use for every single video that I do, and it's title variations. Okay, I always use ChatGPT for my titles. So I may have something in my mind that I want to start with, but then I'll go to ChatGPT. So let's start with what are 5 good title options for this video? Here are 5 engaging title options for your video. 5 easy iPhone tips every beginner must know. Master your iPhone, simple tricks to save time and take better photos. How to use your iPhone like a pro, beginner's guide, and so on. So it's going to list as many as you ask for. You can ask for 10 if you want. I usually stick with around 5. If there's 10, then I won't be able to make up my mind. And quite often, I won't even use any of these. I might combine 2. So 5 easy iPhone tips every beginner must know. You know, maybe I have 6 tips. I might change it to that. Or every beginner must know these 5 iPhone tips, right? Different ways you can do it. If you're not exactly happy with these, if they're too long, too short, you can ask them to redo the titles the way you want them. How about this? Redo these titles with humor. Let's just see what it gives. Here are the same titles rewritten with a touch of humor to make them more engaging. 5 iPhone tips, so simple even your cat could use them. Right, Peanut? Master your iPhone and finally show it who's boss. Okay, how to use your iPhone without feeling like a caveman. Top 5 iPhone tricks that'll make you look like a tech wizard. iPhone tips for beginners because the manual is useless. Okay, so there's some other ideas. I use this a lot, and I will ask it different questions. I might say with a friendly tone, or make sure this title has a higher click-through rate. Well, let's try that. So redo these titles for maximum CTR, click-through rate. Here are the titles optimized for maximum click-through rate. 5 iPhone tips you'll wish you knew sooner. Master your iPhone in minutes, 5 game-changing tricks. Stop struggling. These 5 iPhone hacks will change everything. The next step, and I do this as well, is to move on to the thumbnail. Remember, your title and your thumbnail together are the thing that is trying to get people to click, right? That's the promise. And then once they get into the video, you've got to fulfill that promise. So they have to be relevant. Just sticking with the thumbnail for now, let's choose one of these. Unlock your iPhone's full potential, 5 simple tips. Let's go with that one. So I'm just going to click and highlight that, copy, and then I'm going to say, I'm going with, and I'll put it in quotes, with that. Please provide 5 options for text to put on a thumbnail, no more than 4 words. Let's just see what that gives us. Here are 5 thumbnail text options with no more than 4 words. iPhone hacks you need. Master your iPhone. 5 easy iPhone tricks. Okay, now one thing I noticed, one thing I like to do is make sure I don't use the same text on my thumbnails as I do in my titles. Okay, and I should have asked that in the first question or in the last query, but now we can refine it a little bit. Please redo these, ensuring we don't use any words that were in the title. Here are 5 new thumbnail text options avoiding words from the title. 5 must-know tricks. Simplify your phone. Boost your tech game. Easy phone shortcuts. Secrets to better use. Now, again, it's not, you can reuse some words, like iPhone might be a word that you put, but maybe not. You probably don't need the word iPhone on your thumbnail if you're going to put a picture of an iPhone in your thumbnail. Okay, so just things to think about like that. Next up is description writing. Okay, so whenever you upload a video to YouTube, you have to include a description. So what we'll do is, please write a description of this video for use in the description field when uploading to YouTube. And it's going to do that. So again, you can make changes to this. You don't have to go with what it suggests. If it's too long, you can say, please make it half as long, or please limit it to 500 words, or whatever you want to do. But yeah, you can totally use it to write your description. You can also use it to get your tags, okay, your keyword tags. So you can go, please provide a list of keyword tags as well. Here's a list of keyword tags for your video. And there we go. Now, this is hard to copy and paste. If you put a comma between all the tags and then copy it and paste it, it should work the way you need it to. So let's say we like all these. All we can do is say, great, please provide these tags separated by commas so I can simply copy and paste. Here's a list of tags separated by commas for easy copy and paste. There you go. Super simple. This is a huge time saver. Help with thumbnail ideas. So I typically take a screenshot of myself for my videos and then I add some text to it, but maybe not every time. Maybe I don't want to do that every time. So we can go to ChatGPT. I typically take a screenshot of myself in the video and use for thumbnail. I then add text to it. Give me 3 other ideas for a good thumbnail that would have a good click-through rate. Here are 3 alternative thumbnail ideas to boost your video's CTR. over-the-shoulder iPhone view. Concept: show your hands holding an iPhone with the home screen or a key feature visible, i.e. the camera, grid, or a Siri interface. Text idea: overlay bold text like 5 must-know tricks, or simplify your phone. Why it works: a clear close-up image of the iPhone, and so on. So it walks you through it. It gives you the ideas. Then you can go off and actually create that thumbnail in a program like Canva or something. Another option: split screen before and after. Create a side-by-side thumbnail showing a cluttered iPhone home screen on the left and an organized widget enhanced screen on the right. So another good idea. Before and after text. So yeah, another great use of ChatGPT. Storyboarding ideas. If you're at a loss as to what to put in your video in terms of maybe B-roll that you want to add, ask ChatGPT. So what B-roll should I use for each of the sections in this script? Now this could potentially give you quite a long list of things that you can do. B-roll ideas: a slow zoom in shot of your iPhone on a clean desk setup, a quick montage of you using your iPhone, scrolling, tapping, taking photos. Tip 1, organize your screen, B-roll ideas, and so on. It'll give you everything you need to know. Take better photos, B-roll ideas, a close-up of the iPhone camera, grid while framing a subject. It walks you through everything. This is so cool. You can use ChatGPT to help interact with your viewers. So let's say you get comments on your videos. Let's say you get a question that you don't know the answer to. Ask ChatGPT. You could simply say, a viewer asked me in a comment the following question. Can you please help answer it? And then I'll just put it in quotes. How do I change the aspect ratio of my camera when making a video? Let's say they just asked that and you don't know how to answer that. Just ask ChatGPT, and then what you could do, if you like the answer, you can simply copy it and paste it and send off the answer. Or you could add your own thing to it. So this is quite a detailed answer. Great question. Changing the aspect ratio of your iPhone camera is pretty straightforward. Here's how you can do it. And it walks you through everything. It's quite detailed. Maybe you don't want to copy and paste all of that. Just say something like, please simplify the response and make it much shorter. And here it is. Great question. To change the aspect ratio on your iPhone, open the camera app, tap the arrow at the top, then select the aspect ratio option like 4:3 or 16:9 at the bottom. The frame will adjust automatically. Let me know if you need any more help. Perfect. So I would copy that and I'd paste it and send it. Content repurposing. So let's say we've made the video and let's say we use the script that we've been working with here, but now let's say you want to create a YouTube short or an Instagram reel, a short, maybe a 30-second video. Okay, you can ask ChatGPT, based on this script, please, I always say please, write a 30-second script for a YouTube short I intend to make. And here's the script. Opening scene, it's going to actually tell us everything that you can have in it, and maybe you don't need that much help. Maybe you just need the narrative so that you can do a voiceover, but that's how you can use it to repurpose your content. Here's a fun one, and it's giveaway ideas. So we could do something like, I want to have a contest where my viewers can win a prize. Maybe you've got something you can give away or a free membership or something. Please give me 3 contest ideas and see what it says. Here are 3 contest ideas to engage your viewers and encourage participation. Number 1, share your best iPhone tip contest. How it works: ask viewers to comment on your video with their favorite iPhone tip. It could be something they've learned from you or their own unique trick. Prize idea: a $25 gift card or a useful tech accessory. Why it works, encourages interaction, and gathers new ideas you can feature in future videos. If you don't want to give anything physical away, another idea, well, actually, instead of me trying to come up with one, let's ask ChatGPT. For the prize, I don't want to give away anything physical due to shipping or whatever. Please suggest an alternative and see what it says. Here are non-physical prize ideas you can use for your contest. Digital gift cards, Apple Store, Google Play Store, Amazon, so on. Number 2, premium app subscription. Provide a subscription to a useful app or service. So that could be one of your own apps if you want. Number 3, exclusive digital content or personalized experience. You could offer a one-on-one coaching call if you want. Or maybe you've got something that you've created that they can get for free. Maybe you've created like a mini course or something. Anything like that. Anything you can give for free, people are all about that. Something else you can do is a video challenge. So for instance, you could write, video challenges are popular way to engage with an audience. Please suggest 2 possible video challenges I can run. My intention would be to announce it in a video and also in my community tab. Here are 2 engaging video challenge ideas that align with your tech-focused content and can boost audience interaction. 1, organize your iPhone challenge. How it works: ask your viewers to organize their iPhone home screens using the tips from your video. They can participate by posting screenshots on social media with a specific hashtag or emailing them to you. Pick the most creative, functional, or visually appealing entries. Announce it in your video, in your community tab. Why it works: it directs ties to your niche, encourages viewers to take action, and creates shareable content. Best iPhone trick challenge. How it works: invite viewers to submit a short clip of their favorite iPhone trick, hack, or feature. They can share it on social media with a unique hashtag. You can choose winners based on creativity. So video challenges are cool, and if you're having trouble coming up with an idea for one, ask ChatGPT. Another cool way you can use ChatGPT is for humor. So we touched on that a little bit earlier on, but in this case, let's talk about jokes. Say, I want to include a joke in my script that is of dry humor and related to this video topic. Something that's subtle and might take the viewer a little time to get. My intention would be to pause for 2 seconds to let it sink in. I may only use 1 joke, but can you provide 4 samples to choose from? This should be fun. So number 1, about organizing the home screen. You know, organizing your iPhone's home screen is a bit like organizing your kitchen, except when was the last time your spatula sent you a notification? Then you just stare at the camera for a bit. Little dry, little dad joke like. About battery life. Number 2, I'll show you how to save your iPhone's battery life, because let's face it, the only thing that drains faster is my patience with autocorrect. Okay. Number 3, about taking better photos. Using the grid feature for your photos is easy, unless of course you're like me and spend 5 minutes just trying to figure out which way is artistic. All right, number 4, about Siri. I asked Siri to tell me a joke. She told me I should upgrade to the pro version of my sense of humor. Okay, so there you go. Those are my tips on using ChatGPT as a content creator, as a YouTuber. Use as many of these as you like. I think you get up to 10 queries a day with the free version. But if you think you're going to use it a lot more than that, the paid version, I think it's $20 a month. I find that it's worth it because I'm using it all the time. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope this is helpful. And if you have any questions below, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If there's anything else you'd like to see from me, also leave it in the comments below. And I'll see you in another video. Thanks, guys. Bye.